They can't do this.
Okay, good evening, and welcome to the April 8th, 2014 Town Hall meeting for the Town of Ossining. Please stand for the Town Board meeting for the Town of Ossining. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry about that. Have Town Hall meeting on the mind because, as you know, next Tuesday, April 15th and April 29th, we will have two Town Hall meetings on the same exact subject. It will be the introduction to the reval with the Tyler Technologies will be there to do the start off. It's the kickoff meeting for our entire town, which includes 91% of Briarcliff Manor, the entire village of Ossining, and the unincorporated area. That's what will be being revalued.
Councilmember, excuse me, Blaha.
Present.
Councilmember Wilshire.
Present.
Councilmember Harder.
Present.
Councilmember Jeffrey.
Present.
And Supervisor Donnelly.
Present.
We have this evening a public hearing in the matter of Cablevision contract. Is there anyone here to address the board?
Doesn't look that way, Madam Clerk. But we would, this evening, we're going to be adjourning the public hearing for 2 weeks. We will bring it up again if anybody has any discussion on the Cablevision contract in 2 weeks, which will be
22nd.
22nd. Okay, April 22nd, which time we will open up that public hearing again, and if anybody wants to have it, and then we'll close it that evening.
Do I have a motion to adjourn this public hearing for 2 weeks?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll move on to announcements.
Okay. Good evening. As we enter into the second week of April, we understand the snow is gone and now replaced with rain and the sun. As I listened to the thunder and rain last night, I kept saying to myself the old nursery rhyme of April showers bring May flowers. It's been a challenging winter, and as we move into spring sports, remember that the ground is saturated, but the Parks Department is doing a great job preparing for baseball season. There is a parade this Saturday at 8:30 a.m. with the first ball being thrown out at Vets Park at the conclusion of the parade. It is great to see it stay light as we come to our meetings and we can finally put our heavy coats away until next winter. Much thanks goes out to our Senate and Assembly representatives for passing a budget that contains relief for municipalities because of the high cost of salt and overtime that we have used this year already. We will be applying for that relief as soon as it becomes available. As I stated to Senator Carlucci, we still have another 3 months, October, November, December, that we could need our salt budgets and overtime hours, as climate change seems to have changed the norms around here as the seasons go. Tonight, we will authorize a $320,000 bond to pay for certs and scars during this calendar year, another example of the importance of the reval. Do not forget next Tuesday, April 15th, as I said before, as well as Tuesday, April 29th, we will have town hall meetings at the Ossining Library, which will kick off the two-plus year project to reval all the properties, commercial and residential, in the entire town of Ossining. The two town hall meetings begin at 7:30, and again, it's at the Ossining Public Library. We will be approving the grant software agreement, which we discussed last Tuesday, and that we believe will give us access to grants that we otherwise would not have an opportunity to look for or have time to investigate. Isn't technology great? We will be approving the rules of the organic garden on Cedar Lane. These well-thought-out rules were submitted by a group of volunteers from the organic garden, given to the Rec Advisory Group, who then sent them up to the town board for approval. Democracy at its best at the hands of the people who are in the thick of the situation, all the way up to the elected decision makers. We encourage involvement at all levels within the community, such as this. Watch this week as watch with oh my gosh, as we request. Oh, watch this week as we request resumes for one position on the EAC, which is the Environmental Advisory Committee, and we start up a committee to review the comprehensive plan. Last but certainly not least in our announcements is our winner of our waterfront mural contest. It is Taylor Beto, who is a senior at the high school. Ta-da! This great piece of art will be painted on the restroom wall facing the train station during the second half of May. Exact dates will have a lot to do with the weather. The schools, teachers, and students will take charge and do the painting. We are so excited and looking forward to this exciting project, along with the special thanks to Senator Carlucci again for assisting us in the monies to recirculate the water at the spray park. This is going to be another large project, and there's a lot of paperwork that goes with it. Environmentally, both in water usage and water going into the Hudson, as well as savings on the expensive cost of water. We will also be finishing up the final stage by Earth Day, and so it will be well prepared for the summer concert series on Friday nights. The town pier is about ready for boating. Thank goodness the weather is starting to break. I have to say that our town parks and highway department were putting in the ramps and stuff while there were still chips of ice in the water. It has been an amazingly cold winter. You can get your yearly pass or even a day pass at the community center, and in the summer it will be available from the members of OBCC. Again, we had an exciting extravaganza last Saturday, both at Nelson Sitting Park and at Ryder Park. We had a great town hall meeting, and this is from the important dates to remember. We had a public hearing on Harbor Square development. That will be pilot in lieu of taxes. That was yesterday. It was different. And so we will, tomorrow night, there will be a planning board meeting at the Operations Center. We apologize again. We could not get another room. The GE will be in front of the planning board to talk about rezoning two small pieces of property so that it's the same as their whole campus, and also the farm on Barnes Road will be a topic of conversation, which we know concerns a lot of our residents. Again, it's at the Operations Center, Mr. Spector. It starts at 7:30. So someone asked me today what time did I think the farm discussion would start after GE, and I said approximately 8 o'clock. 7:40, between 7:45 and 8 o'clock, okay. This Saturday, April 12th, 2014, is the JCYS Baseball Parade. This is an exciting time for us all. We all march in the parade. Starts at 8:30 at Roosevelt School. This is 1/2 hour earlier than normal. It used to always started at 9 o'clock. Now it's going to start at 8:30. The opening ceremonies with the first pitch will be immediately following the parade. Please understand that sometimes the parade takes a little bit longer because the little baseball players have little tiny legs, some of them, and it takes them a long time to walk up and down the hills from Roosevelt School to Veterans Park. It's very cute, though. Well worth coming out for. Well worth it. And then next Tuesday, again, we're going to have the town hall meeting. And then on Saturday, April 19th, will be Earth Day celebration at Lewis Angle Park, 11 to 4. We have over 35 vendors. It's going to be a lot of excitement. Great food, drink, vendors there, music. It's going to be a lovely afternoon. We are doing Stash the Trash on May 10th. We are not doing it at the same time as Earth Day for a few reasons. One, as everybody knows, is baseball before Earth Day, so the kids are occupied anyway. And two, it just splits up our very limited resources too much. And again, so on April 29th, please remember, is a second town hall meeting for the kickoff meeting. So that's all I have. But again, Congratulations to Taylor Beto, and we have for her a certificate of achievement. And if they don't pick it up tonight, they may come running in to pick it up tonight, someone from the school system. We will have it in our office tomorrow for them to pick up, and this will be displayed at Earth Day on a poster so everyone can go look at it. And also the close to 40 other submissions that came in. It was pretty impressive doing the voting last night, and we had representation from every group. It was pretty exciting. So it was a fun half hour, 45 minutes, but this one really stood out. So, oh my gosh, all 40, what's that? Absolutely. All 40 students that went into this thing did an absolutely phenomenal job. It was very difficult to choose the winner, but in this case we had to have one. So it's going to be painted on the wall of the restrooms facing the train station. Yeah, I'm sorry.
When I think of the bathroom walls, writing on the wall.
See, I used restroom, you used bathroom. It's the exterior wall so that when people go up on the train, they can see this beautiful work of art.
Thousands of people will see that.
Yes. Yeah. What is that? What is that? It was just a face. Okay, that was very scary. Okay, so moving on to our agenda for this evening.
Do we have any other announcements?
Anything else? I think
Okay.
we covered it.
Do
But-
we have any public comments on any of the agenda items?
Good evening, Bob. Good to see you again. For you.
Bob raised his hand.
Oh, did you want to speak, or did you just said hi? Hi.
Oh.
Sorry.
He'll talk at the end.
Okay, we'll move on to board resolutions. Resolved that the town board of the town of Ossing hereby approves the March 25th, 2014 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolved the town board of the town of Ossing hereby approves the April 1st, 2014 minutes of the special meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolved the town board,
Excuse me, 1 second, ma'am. Is that the one you weren't at
When was that?
last Tuesday?
Yes.
Yes, April 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Abstain.
don't do this. Go ahead.
Thank you. Resolved the town board of the town of Ossing hereby approves the voucher detail report dated April 8th, 2014, the amount of $1,140,698 for 2013 and $434,934.76 for 2014, a grand total of $1,575,632.76. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
So I just want to point out to the audience that the $1,140,000 is our half-year police contract with Westchester County. This was the last week before the audit started that we could put through our invoices, so that's why it's for 2013. It actually reflects not only a discount from the SRO, but an additional discount because when they did the truing up, we had used less of overtime and stuff than they had predicted.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A resolution authorizing the issuance of $320,000 bonds of the town of Ossining, Westchester County, New York, to pay the cost of certain judgments, compromise claims, or settled claims resulting from court orders on proceedings brought pursuant to Article 7 of the real property tax law due and payable in the current fiscal year of said town. Be it resolved by the affirmative vote of not less than two-thirds of the total voting strength of the town board of the town of Ossining, Westchester County, New York, as follows. Section 1, for the class of objects or purposes of paying the cost of certain judgments, compromise claims, or settled claims resulting from court orders on proceedings brought pursuant to Article 7 of the real property tax law due and payable in the current fiscal year of the Town of Ossining, Westchester County, New York. They are hereby authorized to be issued $320,000 bonds of said town pursuant to the provisions of the local finance law. 2, the maximum estimated cost of the aforesaid class of objects or purposes $320,000, which class of objects or purposes is hereby authorized at a said maximum estimated cost, and the plan for the financing thereof is by the issuance of the $320,000 serial bonds of said town authorized to be issued, therefore pursuant to the provisions of Section 1 hereof. Section 3, it is hereby determined that the period of probable usefulness of the aforesaid class of objects or purposes excuse me, is 5 years pursuant to subdivision 33A of paragraph A of Section 11 of the local finance law. Section 8, this resolution shall constitute a statement of official intent for purposes of Treasury Regulations 1.150-2. Other than as specified in this resolution, no monies are or are reasonably expected to be reserved, allocated on a long-term basis, or otherwise set aside with respect to the permanent funding of the object or purpose described herein. Section 9, this resolution, which takes effect immediately, shall be published in the summary form in the official newspaper of said town for such purpose, together with a notice of the town clerk substantially in the form provided in Section 81 of the local finance law. Do I have a motion? Yeah, I need a motion first.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Jeff seconded.
I have a second.
Thank you. It's a roll call vote. Councilmember Jeffrey?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Councilmember Wilshire?
Aye.
Councilmember Blaha?
Aye.
And Supervisor Donnelly?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Ossining hereby authorizes the supervisor to enter into an agreement with eCivis Grants Network of Pasadena, California, for grant consultation and training services. The conditions of such agreement consistent with their proposal dated March 27th, 2014. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Ossining hereby accepts the list of 2014 rules for the Ossining Organic Community Garden submitted by the OOCG Committee dated March 10th, 2014. Do I have
So
a
moved.
motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There are no correspondence to be received and filed. We have monthly reports. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Ossining hereby accepts the following monthly reports for the month of March 2014 from Town Clerk's Office, Town Highway Department, Town Supervisor's Office, GE Helicopter Report, Town Building Department, and the Town Tax Receiver's Office. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That brings us to visitor recognition. Is there anyone who would like to address the board?
No.
Okay, then might I have a motion to adjourn into executive session for legal advice and real estate?
Motion to adjourn into executive session.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Oh, this ends the, our meeting this evening, and I want to thank everyone, and I want everyone to stay safe out there, and be happy that you can turn your heat off, hopefully, in your homes. It's been it's been a very expensive weekend for us all. So again, we want to remind everyone to come out to the town hall meeting next Tuesday at the library. If you can't make that town hall meeting because of any other obligations, we do understand that it is Passover. Then we have made a duplicate meeting on April, I was going to say February, on April 29th. And please understand that it doesn't take a place of another meeting. This is our 5 Tuesday month, so it's this board that's giving up their time. So thank you all for doing that in advance. So have a great week, and We will see you around, and if you have any questions or anything about anything, don't feel free to email me at sdonnelly@townofAustin.com or call us at 762-6001. Thank you and have a great week. Bye-bye.